Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so that potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make an informed buying decision. If you would like to learn more about this business, including details like what type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included with the business, simply visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business's listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and in the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. So without further ado, let's get into this interview. First up, let's learn a little bit about you. Can you tell us about your background in building and running online businesses?
I started business when I was actually 14 years old. Wanted to get out of my countryside in France. For some reason, by the time was more like projects. I still did manage to sell like video games, licenses, and social. I did like some stuff in the social media network as well at the time. And then I switched to VC-backed startup when I was 19, but didn't go as planned. So then I found out this way of doing business online, which is bootstrap way. And at the same time, like had friends that wanted to grow the Instagram account. And I had this Python script that was doing it that I built myself. And so I was doing it for free at the time for my friends. Then I asked myself, okay, maybe there's a way to actually get money out of this. Maybe I should not waste my time trying to find another idea and just to focus on what I currently have in my hands. And that's how the business started. Mainly focused on B2C, helping people to grow their Instagram accounts. We went from very different versions, very simple one at a time, and then keep building and building and building to arrive at this point where today we are mainly selling to companies. So B2B, we switched like the model a few years ago because it just make more sense businesses are willing to pay way more. And they see more value because it's not just about followers, it's about getting clients visibility for their business. But over time, I built this profitable SaaS. We got like thousands of clients. I learned a lot. It was clearly school for me, learning about business in all the aspects, mainly operational one, on the acquisition, on the product, on the marketing, service part. And that's pretty much it.
Why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
Good question. The business is actually doing well, but I recently got married and moved to Switzerland, where I started a new venture here. And honestly, I just don't have the bandwidth to grow both at the same time. I believe, at least at my stage, that is very hard to control two projects. So selling this one feels like the right step personally and professionally. Personally, will help me to settle here in Switzerland, like buying a house, etc. And professionally, we just help me focus fully on my new projects.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
The day-to-day doesn't require a lot. Most of the work is already outsourced. The chance to have this person that manages most of the operational regarding as a support agent, the whole customer support, the calls with the clients, and updating the guides and the full data around the business. So this is handled mostly by this person. And then we have freelancer handling the content and email marketing part. For this part is mainly outsourced. And on the tech side is, I would say, half outsourced. When the deep tech side, we have people working for it. But the only job that I had the past months on this business is just to update properly the job of people, basically merging what they are doing into the production. And that's pretty much it. And besides this, my role was mostly being outside, checking numbers and making sure things run smoothly in all these aspects, acquisition, marketing, and product. But that's pretty much it.
So if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways you would try to grow it?
There are a few clear opportunities here. I think the first one is clearly to push harder into the English-speaking markets, like in the US and the UK. We have everything set up for it. I mean, like marketing materials, the whole app is in English as well. We even have, like creative for ads that are in English. Everything is ready. We just didn't took the time to properly go on these markets as we focused more before in the past on the European market, specifically the French-speaking one. So there's big room to enter this market, and there's definitely a need. We already sell in dollars as well as in euros. So everything is ready to push forward and push for harder on this English-speaking market. So that would be the first one. The second one, and I think is one of the biggest one, is literally the white label solution for agencies. We have a lot of demand there. Basically, agencies are kind of reselling our tools in a way that agencies going to offer to their clients that are most of the time like SMBs, etc. They're going to offer services such as managing their Instagram account, growing their account, etc. So our tools is inside the bundle of their service, but clearly make a difference for the result of their client, because while just managing content, etc., is cool in terms of saving time for the clients, but us, we bring another layer like of helping to grow on day to day organically at a cheap cost. For the final clients, I don't know, but for the agencies, it's still quite cheap. It's about $20 per month per account. And on the other side, they are selling it at $500 per month. So there is a huge need here because they are using our tool to make more money, which is different than like creators, etc., that are using our tool to just get more visibility, etc. Agencies is clearly to make more money, and they are being asking a lot of having like a proper white label solution where they can put their logos and they can like onboard clients directly on their own white label platform so that they save some time, etc., and they make the process easier on their side. And for this, they are willing to pay more, which makes sense because they will save more time on the other side and increase as well the perceived value for their clients. Another thing is that I will also test new acquisition channels like influencers, marketing, which haven't touched yet. Specifically, if you plan to go harder into the English speaking market, I think it's a great way to start. And as well, there's room for expanding beyond Instagram into TikTok or LinkedIn verticals. We already have people on waiting list for that. Like I'm talking about hundreds of people that mention their need and their budget for this, and there's plenty of room for this. And lastly, I think there's potential to build a more done-for-you service layered on top of the software, because a lot of customers will happily pay more to have experts run it for them. Depends on the customers, but like if just put yourself in the feet of SMB, they arrive with the need of growing their Instagram visibility, but then they have to manage a tool. At the same time, they arrive on Google Ads, etc. They don't understand. And then they prefer actually to pay an extra fee to have someone managing for them. And extra fee can be 5, 6 to 10 times more than actually what we currently bill. And we did tested the done for you service and it works well. People are happy. Everyone is more happy. We have more money on our side. They have nothing to do on their side. They have nothing to worry and they just have to trust us. And everyone is happy. And the good thing about this service is it can be very productized in the sense that it's not really a service, but just process kind of. By service, I mean, it will be more in the perceived value than in the real value of this offer, to be honest. That's pretty much it.
Right. And what would you say are the biggest risks with this business that buyers should be aware of?
The main one is the same for any tool tied to social media platforms. Instagram changed their things from time to time, the algorithm, etc. So that's been true since day one, but we have always adapted quickly and created processes to handle all of this without any problem. One other thing is, every SaaS churn is another factor, with any subscription businesses. But our LTV shows that there's still lot of money to get out of these customers.
How much support are you willing to offer the buyer who acquires this business?
I'm very open to help with the transition, to do a full transition. That means working the new owners through like the product, the acquisition, the marketing, introducing them to freelancers and suppliers, and being available for question. We want to make sure it's a smooth handover. And I'm really used to help people manage businesses. What I mean by this is that I've been mentoring people, so I know how to properly explain like each dimension of a business. And my goal is to make sure that the buyer is super happy about it and that he feels super confident in managing it at 200%. And I will make sure to make it happen through a smooth handover.
Are you open to negotiating something like an earn-out agreement?
My preference is for a clean exit cash, but I'm open to discussing structures that make sense for both sides as well.
Okay, final question. If you had to put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why is your business a business worth buying?
It's a very profitable SaaS and can be even more profitable with a few optimization that we can talk about. And it's in a really strong niche, high demand. It's got stable recurring revenue, low overhead, and the product is proven. Customers love it. It feels really like we sell magic, to be honest, because all these clients come a bit desperate, like they don't know what to do with the Instagram account. And after 24 hours of using our tools, they're able to see like real organic growth. And all the clients is just amazing to see this directly, while they did struggle in the past with the content, etc., of like spending a lot of money into ads. So customers love it. At the same time, there's still a lot of growth potential that hasn't been tapped. So it's not just cash flow from day one. It's also business someone can scale further if they want to.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this business is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll find everything you need to know about this business. So, thanks for joining us. See you next time.